Hey, welcome back, folks. Now, you know my guest as the developer and owner of Arcade Island 2 here on Roblox, and the guy who owns a lot of digital currency, like, let's see, Bitcoin, Roblox, and what else? Oh, yeah, Dogecoin. I'll never get into that. But here he is now. Please welcome BeastyBlake101. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, really good this morning.
Okay. Now, welcome back to Late Night TV.
Oh yeah, we're up so late that it's the morning.
It is, yeah.
Right.
So before I go into any questions, I want to get your opinion on Roblox changing their games to experiences.
Definitely a mixed opinion because I get the one side where they want to market to everybody and show themselves to investors that they're like this cool metaverse platform that anyone can do anything on. But at the same time, it's like the core of what Roblox is games. So I feel like there should be more option to just keep that if we wanted to. It shouldn't be so forced.
Exactly. That's a good answer. Now, we met somewhere around May, or was it June? I think it was June.
May or June of last year.
Yeah,
A lot has
last year.
changed.
Yeah, it's almost been a year. So, how is Arcade Island doing right now?
Wow, it's flying colors right now. I mean,
Is
what
it?
did we have last year? Like 30 players at once? I think we've added a zero to that now.
Yeah. I've seen your game do like 1,000. Not that
Yeah,
I went into it, but you know.
yeah, so it's September. No, October. September Arcade Island 2 came out, and then October, It's Funny and a crew made a video on it, and that
Mhm.
mooned the game to over 1,400 players at once, and then it all just started taking off from there. There was video after video. There was Pita Bread. I'm trying to think of a couple others, but there were so many creators that just started making videos, and the game started soaring up in popularity. I was pushing out updates left and right, and now we're coming
Ha-
along here, and I'll be releasing Arcadon 3 in a few weeks to months.
and have you been sleeping?
Sort of.
So I'll take that as a no.
Yeah,
Now,
that's enough.
I have yet to receive any recognition for my publicity on Arcade Island 2. Now, BC,
I could give you a
I just have
shout
one
out.
simple question. I have one simple question for you. How dare you?
We can get you a little shout out somewhere.
Okay, thank you. But it's all fine. Now, talking about Arcade Island, you recently decided to let go of some of your staff, including me, and just have moderators be in charge of your whole, I want to say, cult?
My cult, we're calling it my empire.
Okay.
Um, that was a tough thing to do, obviously, because I love my community, but it was really time taxing. And the next few months and even years, it's really something on Roblox that I want to do is just start diversifying and expanding and really seeing how far I can push where Roblox can take me. Because
Hmm.
considering I made a chart the other day of my growth over the past 3 years, and it was flatlined for about 2.5. So this is just the beginning. And it was sad to let people go like that, but it's a lot easier to just kind of generalize a system and prepare for what's to come.
Hmm. So basically, you're making a brand out of yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Now, is there any chance you did that so you wouldn't have to pay anyone?
No.
No?
I didn't pay anyone initially, so it was all
Okay.
just a volunteer community, and it's a great community.
It was. It
It was
was.
just it was a lot of time and a lot of organization. And I mean, I went out of my way to involve people with the game, and with all respect to the people that chose to help, I never had any responsibility to do that even in the first place.
Hmm. So, metaverse. I'll just leave it at that. What do you want to tell me about it? And how is Arcade Island being involved? Or was involved, I'm sorry.
So, Metaverse Champion. So, initially, they sent out an email to a bunch of people, and this isn't behind any non-disclosure agreements, but they sent out an email to a ton of people that was like, "Hey, you're in the egg hunt," and we were, and all these people were like putting out badges for their games, and I was starting to go, "This is a little fishy. There are way too many people getting this, right?
Yeah.
Like this is there's no like if it's too good to be true, it probably is."
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Well, it sort of was, and I go on Twitter and I announce, and I'm like, so there was a communication error, and a lot of other people fell into the same communication error, and it's no secret. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but a few weeks later, I get contacted again, but this time it's legit.
Oh,
So
so the
I
other
go
one
through.
wasn't legit.
Well, it was legit. I think it was just kind of like a communication error, or
Oh.
they just weren't clear with their wording. But a bunch of people thought that they were in the event and securing their position in the event when in reality they weren't.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I get some super top secret emails and stuff the next few weeks and preparing for Metaverse Champions. And holy cow, what a success of an event for me. I mean, it was just like the feeling of going from playing in Roblox events to years later being in one. It's surreal.
Mm-hmm. Now, how many players did you gain from this event?
Well, it was actually funny because the first day the badge was live, it was kind of a testing day to make sure everything was in order. It didn't exactly go to plan, which is fine. But the idea was that I wouldn't have to shut down all the servers and I could just roll it out over the next 24 hours. And as what
Mm-hmm.
ended up happening was that decision was not thought through, let's be honest. Creekcraft and some other YouTubers, Sharkblocks, I mean, all respect for them for playing the game, but they mooned the player count to 4,500, I think.
God.
And I was like, oh no, this was not supposed to happen on test day.
Yeah.
It's like and then I was like stuck. I was like, I have so many players, but I don't want to be giving out this many badges. So I ended
So
up disabling it in new servers, and it didn't go to plan, but we did our best.
yeah. So basically, you don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. So you recently started a YouTube channel, I gather. Are you getting into being a YouTuber now?
I'm experimenting with it. I mean, the last few weeks have just been crazy lockdown on game dev for Arcanine 3 and just crushing that game out. But I have a fan base and a great community, and I want to really try experimenting with making YouTube content with them. I think that would be a lot of fun. And
Mm-hmm.
if it works and I could keep rising through the ranks in YouTube, that would be awesome. It would be so fun. It'd be huge.
You should. You should. Now, my suggestion would be start a TikTok so you can do any of your dances or whatever. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I do have a TikTok, but I haven't really done
Oh,
anything with it yet. So
okay. Okay. So, any more future plans?
at the moment, it's getting Archidon 3 out, and then it's just experiment, 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 and diversify because this Roblox is legit. Like the last 2 years, Roblox has gone from a casual hobby developing thing for most people to holy cow, we can have full-time jobs that pay really well on Roblox. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like I want that opportunity to be on the table for me as I go into college and beyond.
Yeah. Well, Beastie, thank you for being here again.
Thank you for having me.
Um,
I mean, it's been it's been quite the 12 months, I believe, since we've last spoke
yeah,
about.
almost a year. Oh God. Well, I'll see you hopefully at Arcade Island 4 when it's announced.
Arcade 4. Oh,
We'll
I
see.
don't think
We'll
that one
see.
was in the plans.
So
Hey,
yeah,
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love Arcade Island, but it is so much work.
is it?
It is so much work. I have so many other awesome game ideas that are a little less taxing.
Interesting. Well, again, thank you for being here. And yeah, BC Blake 101, everybody. We'll be right back with the performance of A For a Sad Soul by Burry. Stick with us.